What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Sad Alcoholic Kitchen. My name is Matt. I'm the Sad Alcoholic. This is my kitchen. I just got back from work. It was really hot out there. I kind of forget how tired you can get just from sweating a lot. So we're gonna make our drink. Actually, you know what? I still got one left over from yesterday that I saved in the fridge. I've been doing something a little new with it. If you remember, I got some of this for the al pastor tacos. What I've been doing with it is I'll take that, add my regular amount of vodka, add some squirt, and some pineapple juice, and mix it all together. It's actually really good. It honestly kind of just tastes like orange juice. I can barely even taste the alcohol in it. Yeah, just be careful with it. It can knock you on your ass. Alright, so today we're going to be making a lechon, but it's going to be like a Frankenstein lechon because I kind of did everything wrong when I was getting the meat for this. You know, it calls for like a slab of pork belly. And I went to a few places, I couldn't find what I needed. I was frustrated and tired, and I just I stopped by the Jungbu that's over here by me, and I thought, I saw, you know, big slabs of pork belly. Forgot to account they don't have the skin on them, so, you know, I've found that you still can make it without this super crispy, crunchy skin on it, which is not what I wanted, but we're gonna do it anyway, because I can't let this meat go to waste. Try to like keep them connected somehow. I've got toothpicks and I just tie them up with the twine I got, and we'll see how it goes. It might turn out horrible. I'll make it again better in the future. I'll go to like an actual butcher and get the right kind of cut that I need. Surprisingly easier than I was expecting it to be. Really, it's just, you know, pork belly, lemongrass, scallions. One of the guys said put shallots in it. Absolute buttload of garlic. Guy said put some pineapple tidbits. These are left over from my pastor tacos yet again. We'll use some more of this in. Almost out of this bag. Don't worry, I got another huge bag at MSG, and then we'll throw in some of these. The sinful ramen concoction. Let's get started. So this is gonna be like a Filipino style lechon. Growing up, I always thought it was Cuban, and it might be. I didn't look it up, but I don't know. This is how we're gonna make it. Lechon, also Spanish for the chon. It's actually really good. Had it a little bit. My mom made it very, very occasionally, but I always loved it so much. And I went to a birthday party for a Filipino woman. Wow. And they had like 2 giant trays of lechon, and I just couldn't stop putting it in my mouth. So I'm gonna make it myself. Hopefully it works out. Yeah, I've started chopping the lemongrass. We'll cut all the rest of this up, dice it up, and that'll be our first extra ingredient. Really, I should be chopping off all this garlic and the shallots first. And I put this one a little high in my fridge, so it's a little frozen right now, so I figured I might as well chop everything else up while I'm waiting for it to thaw out a little bit. So once I got all this all ready to go, we'll get started on preparing the meat. Alright, we got our slabs of meat here all nice, and I used toothpicks to kind of hold them together. Hopefully that works. What we're going to do now is we're going to like score crosswise. We'll just go crazy with it. And then we're going to salt and pepper. And yeah, we're going to rub this in first. Get it all in the little nooks and crannies and everything. We'll lay some shallots on top lengthwise. Same thing with the lemongrass over the top of that, and we'll hit it with a little bit of pineapple, dash of soy sauce over the top of that, and over that we're going to throw our extra seasoning here. don't forget scallions. Scallions go along with the lemongrass here. And hopefully I can use my twine that I cut up here to hold it all together in a round. We'll find out. It's gonna be a mess. Alright, salt and pepper MSG on that. We're gonna massage all this garlic into the meat, get it all up in these nice scored little bits so it has somewhere to sit and nestle and marinate the meat while it's cooking. And then I think we're going with the shallots first. Alright, we've got the garlic in there with the shallots. Throw on some lemongrass. I've never used lemongrass before, so hopefully I'm doing this right. I just kind of chopped it up fairly thinly. We'll see how it turns out. And we'll be throwing on our scallions, and on top of that, some pineapples. Alright, we do a little drizzle of soy sauce over this. We go for that seasoning. I don't know how light or generous to be with this. I've never made it before. I guess I'm going a little generous. And now the fun part, I got to figure out a way to roll this up and put the twine on and hopefully hold it together. That's going to be fun. Alright, so that was a disaster. If you didn't know what I meant when I said Frankenstein Lechon, well, this is kind of what we got here. It's not good. I don't even have like a little rack to put my meat on, so I got a bunch of old silverware that I got from home when my parents moved to rest on. Apparently we're going to have to put in a little bit of water here so the juices that come out of the meat don't burn to the bottom of the pan. If this even comes out okay in the first place. We got our oven preheating up to 350. I'm thinking I might just end up putting some foil on this for the first hour or two, because it's not like we're gonna get a good skin. The skin, there's no skin. It's not gonna get a nice crispy skin, so I might cover that up. I let it cook for like an hour or two, and then when it's finally kind of like ready to finish, take the foil off, crank the heat up a little more, and stay tuned for this disaster. All right, we're on hour 2 right now. Let's take a look. It's like cooking pretty good. We got a good amount of burn myself. Those juices are actually looking pretty good. Technically I'm supposed to be basting this in its own juices. It's getting not too dry, I don't think. I'm trying to keep it moistened, but I'll see if I can get some of those juices, drizzle them over the top, so we can marinate the meat in its own juices. All right, hour 3. I turned it up a little bit. We're releasing all these juices. I'm gonna baste it one more time and attempt to flip this entire thing. It's probably gonna turn out horrible. It looks not terrible. A little, I don't know. I'm working on it. I would like to broil this. I left the fat on the bottom of it because I felt like all the ingredients were gonna marinate the meats and all that, but I want to flip it for this the last hour that I'm going to do it, and then maybe broil it a little bit. I think I'm probably going to turn it up to 400 for this next hour, maybe not even a full hour, but I do want to try and crisp up this fat. So I'm going to baste it one more time, leave it uncovered this time for the last thing, and then come back when we're ready to broil. Alright, we flipped it. I'm gonna put this up to 400. I'm getting ready to go on my daily walk. I'm trying to take a walk around my complex every day now because I'm an unhealthy fat sack of shit. Trying to do a little bit about that, so We're gonna take this, put it back in. I think by the time I get back, it should be a decent amount of time that's passed. We might just broil it right after that. Some of my twine is not holding up, so I think it might be ready to kind of just let this thing happen. If you love garlic, well, the way I do, I think my apartment's gonna smell like garlic for the next month. Holy cow. Alright, I just got back from my walk. That was probably a good 40 minutes. It smells so good, and it's getting crispy and browned up in there. I'm gonna take this out and flip it. Cook it for maybe another 20 minutes, so we'll be at hour 4, and I think then we'll be ready to broil it. I don't know. Whoa, we'll be ready to eat. Alright, I realized I don't have anything to go with this, so I'm tossing some rice in the rice cooker. If you look closely, you can see the liquid fat boiling inside of the solid hardened fat. Oh, that looks good. That is golden brown. We're gonna broil the shit out of this real soon. Fresh out the oven. Look at that, you can see the bubbling. Oh yeah. We're gonna chop that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Yum. Alright, we're done. It looks like it started to like try to fuse itself to itself. I think we're gonna take this baby. It'll be okay. Got the rice ready? Some rice, some pork belly? Let's do it. Alright, it's not everything I dreamed of, but it's something. We got a little bit of pork belly. It doesn't look too bad. If you like garlic, like I do, that's it. Put a little. I do what I do with the white rice. A little soy, a little wash your sister sauce, and tuck in. I didn't get a veg, but here we go. Oh my god. Wow. That is good. Wow. Turned out better. Better than I thought. But at the same time, not as good as I wanted. Which happened for a lot of reasons. But I think it turned out okay. I don't know if I'm even going to want to finish this. It's going to be so fatty and greasy. It's going to make my stomach upset. But I'm going to do what I can to put a dent in it. So if you want to tell me how horrible I messed this up, you can. Because I obviously did. If you want me to cook anything else for you in the future, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.